good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started.
Away to start us off. And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not. Out as he stopped at the 13. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air. It's Ivory. Oh, he's going to go up top. Makes the grab on the left side. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Miami. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the ground with the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football. But when I do that, I give the running back space. And right there, you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matches.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Snagged in the middle, it's Winston. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's looking deep. Holds it in on the left. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. That kind of play is just vintage Hurricane receiver play.
I mean, big-time playmakers on the outside. The list is long for Miami, but finding those elite speedsters down in the state of Florida, it's not a hard job.
Lets it fly. Makes a connection. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Canes are threatening in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Breaks into the open. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
To the air, it's Ivory. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that 1st down.
And the Hurricanes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Hurricane! Fitted in the window for the score.
But one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. And the intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to pass, it's Lacy. Oh, they're after him! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Working on the right. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. It'll be a draw. Runs through a tackle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football, get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the ground game. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Lacy. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's open on the right. Turning it on! Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on third and long. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And this offense put together a really good drive, man. Like, that was a good drive, but third down in the red zone when the field starts to shrink, they really struggle to try to find a play to get someone open.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looking to throw, it's Ivory. Rushes on him. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And here comes the offense on second down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the right. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. To the air, it's Ivory. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The give to the back. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Back to throw, it's Ivory. This time it's complete. Looking for the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the 2nd quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
The screen, and watch out. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The option look. The pitch. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Touchdown, Canes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open, and then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. And bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Might as well stick with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Longhorns are on the move. Using his legs, it's Clark. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Lacey. Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. It's Clark. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Longhorns will try to convert on 4th down. Let's go. They'll move the tight end. On 4th down, going to the air. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and there he goes. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Using the quick game. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Looking to throw, it's Ivory. With the catch, it's Upshaw. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Upshaw. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Lacy. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got him downfield. Wide open spaces. And he picks picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. Good timing on the quick out. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. It's a draw. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Lacy. He caught it. And he's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line. They'll stop him at the 1.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They'll try to get it in with the run. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking for a man. It's Ivory. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 15. He's brought down the 1. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling a rhythm, when you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw, it's Ivory. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. Because he dropped it, now it's 4th down, and of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
That is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Grab near the sticks. It's McCutcheon. Flying down the left side. Inside the touchdown, Texas. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's going to bring it out. Not the smartest move on that one. Out of bounds at the 9, and the field position is not good. To the air, it's Ivory. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. It's a reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Longhorns! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking downfield, it's Ivory. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Here comes the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Texas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the second time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Finds a spot in the middle. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Wants to throw again. That's reeled in, it's more. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to LSU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to turn the corner on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the draw. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Lacy. Grabbed over the middle, it's McCutcheon. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking downfield on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Turns it on at midfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The inside handoff. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Final play of the quarter coming. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Winston. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him. Huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Dropping back, it's Ivory. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air on 1st down. Looking left. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They just keep firing. Complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year.
Touchdown,
score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gives it to the back on the draw.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
The Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Dropping back, it's Lacy. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Canes! What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Carter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. This will test them. You just gave up the game-tying interception, and now it's on you to try to get the lead back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
I don't know if the quarterback's making the right decision on that RPO, guys. He might have wanted to hand that one off. Something he thought he saw in the right flat to attack, but obviously it wasn't there.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Back to pass, it's Lacy. Fires to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
After that incompletion here, tied in the fourth quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Catch in the middle. It's Upshaw. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Back to pass. It's Ivory. It's complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Under fire. He took a hit as he poured and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's complete. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanking the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Lacy. Finds his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this first down, try and eat clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to get it back to you quickly for one more opportunity?
And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Tie game here with just a few minutes to go. To throw on first down off the play fake. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
Finds space on the right. Got enough space. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking downfield, it's Ivory. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Moore. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Take over and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Grabbed in the middle, it's Winston. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Wants to throw. It's Lacy. Zings it complete to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day. I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it is...
He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep and don't let anyone get behind you.
Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. This time he's got it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, at this point of the game, the defense now is substituting their personnel. They've got their dime package in the game. There's a lot of DBs out there. They know this offense is going to have to throw the football to climb back in this game.
So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Lacy. He's got his man. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down. They're in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or you go for two. You go for the win. To try to take the lead, that is a you decision.
And now they've decided to go for two. A gutsy call, and the game likely to be decided right here. He wants to throw it. The pass is incomplete, and the big gamble, the try to win it right here moment goes awry. They're still down by one.
52, Texas, 51.
Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. Quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them.
It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.